Hello viewers, this is Nisha H. Kamath. Welcome you to the mathematics class of 7th standard on decimal division. Let's recall that the decimal number has a whole part and the fractional part separated by a dot. The dot in the decimal number is called a decimal point. The digits following the decimal point shows a value smaller than 1. We should also remember the parts of a division problem. That is, the number which we are dividing is called as the dividend. The number by which we are dividing is called as the divisor in this example 5, and the answer we get after the division is called as the quotient, and finally after the division what remains at the end is called as the remainder. First we will try to divide a decimal number by a whole number. That is, the divisor is a whole number and the number which we are going to divide, which is called as the dividend, is the decimal number. We do our normal division only. Then we take care of the decimal point. Now let's begin. 6 ones are 6. You're going to subtract 8 minus 6 will give you 2. Drop down the 2 here. The next place you get 22. 6 threes are 18. 22 minus 18 will give you 4. Now I need to get the next digit, that is 4. But remember, here there is a decimal point before that. So before you bring down this place, that is after the decimal point, you have to put a decimal place in the quotient. Now again you do the normal division only. 44 divided by 6. 6 sevens are, will get 42. Again if you subtract, 4 minus 2 will give you 2. 4 minus 4 is 0. Get this 2 down. Sorry, not. You have to get this 4 down. So 6, how much are? 6 fours are 24. The remainder is 0. So the quotient will be 13.74. Let's take another example. That is, let's try to divide 12.4 by 8. Again, the divisor is a whole number. The dividend is the decimal number. That's what we are trying to do here. Division of decimal number by a whole number. 8 is a whole number. Let's begin our division now. Our normal division only, but later you have to take care of the decimal point. 8 ones are 8. 12 minus 8 will give you 4. You have to bring this 4 down, but remember before that there is a decimal point, so you need to put a decimal point here and then bring that 4 down. You get 44. Now 8 5s are 40. Again you subtract, 44 minus 40 will give you 4. Now here you have a remainder 4, which is not 0. So you can add one 0 here without putting any 0 or decimal point in the quotient. In our normal division, after the last one, if we had to take a 0, we would have put the decimal point. But now the decimal point is already put here. So you can simply take one 0 here. So 8 5s are 40. Now you will get the remainder as 0. So the answer would be 1.55. But remember, in some cases when you divide a decimal number with by a whole number, you will not get the remainder as 0. About such divisions you will be seeing it in your higher classes. We will see division of decimal number by another decimal number. So if I take an example of 89.1 divided by 2.2. Look at that. The dividend is also a decimal number. The divisor is also a decimal number. The method to do this type of division is, you should try to get rid of the decimal point in the divisor. So what I need to do is, I have to shift this decimal point one place to the right, because if the decimal point comes at the end, it will be 22 point. Usually we don't write, we write it as 22. So if I shift it that side, it becomes 22. But I can't do it for only one. Whatever I do here, I have to do it for dividend also. Here also I have to shift it one place to the right. So if it goes in the end, it becomes 891. So you have the whole number in the divisor now. Now we can do our ordinary division. 891 divided by 22. Remember, you don't have to see that decimal point should not exist here. Decimal point should not exist in the divisor. That is why you have to shift. Now in this example, because after the decimal point there was only one place, in both the numbers the decimal point has gone. Otherwise, it is important that you see decimal point will not be there only in the number with which you are dividing. So 22, how much are 22 fours are, right? 22 fours are 88. 4 twos are 8, 4 twos are 8. Subtract 89 minus 88 will give you 1. Drop this one down, you get 11. Will it go in 22? No, because 11 is smaller. So look at this now. You need to add a 0 because it will not go for this number. Put a decimal point and then add one 0 here. See, you got 1 down, you got 11, which is not divisible by 22 because this is smaller. So for the number which you have brought down, you put a 0, you put a decimal point, then you take 1 0 here. I think 22 5s are 110. Let's check. 5 2s are 10, 1 carry, 5 2s are 10 plus 1, 11. Yes, we'll get 110. So 22 5s are 110. So here you get 0. So the quotient will be 40.5 is your answer. Shall we see another example? We will take 76.5 divided by 0.15. So what is the first method? I should eliminate the decimal point from the divisor. Now to shift it to the extreme right, how many places do I have after the decimal point? 2 places. So this decimal point should be shifted 2 points to the right. Similarly, here also have to shift it 2 places. But after the decimal point, you have only 1 place here. So that extra place should be filled with 0. So you have 7650. Decimal point has come after the 2 places, divided by 15. It becomes 015, which is nothing but 15. Again, we'll do our normal division. Divided by 15. So 15 5s are, right? 15 5s are 75 we will get. If you are not very sure, you can do the rough work and check. 5 5s are 25. 2 carry. 5 1s are 5. 6 75. So 15 5s are 75. 6 minus 5 will give you 1. Get this 5 down. You get 15. That is 15 1s are 15. 0 again. Get this 0 down. I told you for every number that you get down, you should have a place here also, a digit here also. So here our answer will be 510. Now we will see the division of decimals by 10, 100 and 1000. Just like in multiplication we have seen, when we multiply with multiples of 10, that is 10, 100 and 1000, the decimal point would shift to the right side by equal to the number of zeros which are present in the multiples of 10. It's just the opposite for the division. That is, if you're trying to multiply any number, say for example, let's take 31.5 divided by 10. When you multiply it with 10, the decimal point will shift one place to the right. When you divide it with 10, the decimal point will shift one place to the left. We actually don't have to do the actual long division. Just by looking at this, we can say because there is 1 0, the decimal point will shift one place to the left. So the answer here will be 3.15. Whereas we'll take another example where we are going to divide it with 100. Now 2.38 divided by 100. Now how many zeros are there here in the divisor? There are 2 zeros. So the decimal point has to shift 2 places to the left. So one place it will come here, but one more place is not there. That place has to be filled with 0 and then you have to put the decimal point. So you have 0, 2. That is, from this place it has to shift 2 places. Decimal point will come here. 3, 8. Remember, we can't start any number just with a decimal point. We'll put a 0 here. So the answer will be 0.0238. For the same number, if we divide it with 1000, what will be the result? Say 2.38. Let's divide it with 1000. In 1000, there are 3 zeros. So the decimal point has to shift 3 places to the left. One place is already there, that is with digit 2. 2 more places I have to fill it with 0. So 0, 0, 2. If the decimal point shift here, it comes here, and decimal number should not start with just point. So I'll put a 0 and these two numbers. 38 will be the answer. The last example, 143.8 divided by 100. Shall we try this? How many zeros? 2 zeros. So the decimal point has to shift to the left when you divide it. By how many places? Will be equal to the number of zeros here. So 2 zeros, 2 places, 1 place and 2 place. So it will come in between 1 and 4. So 1438 and the decimal point here. So the answer will be 1.438. Now you know the division. So try these sums. 12.48 divided by 4, 2.79 divided by 10, 67.231 divided by 100 and 5.6 divided by 1.4. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.